This means a little more to the players than just any.
But the fans, too. I mean, they get into this thing as well. We've got an electric atmosphere in here. Just like it should be a good one, and I'm glad to be
reiterate, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So for Chicago right now, at the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Derrick Rose is out there at Chalmers, and it's Turner in at the 3 spot. Now here's Howard, following the miss by Derrick Rose. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol. Bulls have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. What'd you find out, DB?
The phrase superstar gets tossed around the league a lot these days, but that is how he described Dwayne Wade. He said that D. Wade's the guy we'll be giving the most attention to because he can function either as a playmaker or a scorer, saying no matter what he chooses to do, he can hurt you. We have to be ready for everything. Easier said than done, guys.
Thank you, Doris. The Heat shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Last game for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Hornets in Charlotte.
Guys, it was like there was a lid on the basket in that game. No matter how many plays you make at the defensive end, hard to overcome such a lack of production offensively.
Well, you know, the high-quality shots were few and far between for them, guys. And they have nobody to blame but themselves for that. You've got to do a better job of working harder to put up points.
Yeah, what a play right there. Got his man tumbling to the floor, and then the bounce.
All right, so I'm guessing this is what you're supposed to do. I could be wrong, though. That eerie-ass music, though.
To knock you down.
Unbelievable move. Rush hour handles supreme right there.
And Chalmers kicks it to Noah. Excellent D there from Stoudemire.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Howard dishes to Stoudemire.
You gotta be shitting me. Is it a shot?
Howard against Chalmers. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
My boy, like 2000.
Here's Howard. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Howard's got 7 points in the game.
You could just see the passion and love with which he played. The game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. It's all about the game.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
Chicago shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. That's good from Turner. All free throws good from Turner. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Howard with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Howard against Rose. Takes the 3. And again, the 3-point shot from Howard. Howard's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Heat. Looking at Miami, they took their win in their last game against the Pistons at the Palace of Auburn Hills.
And that was not an easy game for them. I mean, they barely hung on at the end of regulation before they were able to pull it out in overtime.
And it could turn out to be one of their biggest wins of the season. I mean, just because of the way they came through when it mattered most. That's clutch play that could serve them well going forward. They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And now let's take a look at the number of second chance points these teams have had over the last month. These guys never give up on a possession. The Bulls in second.
And they've really put an emphasis on offensive rebounding. And, guys, it's paying off. The second chance points are coming in bunches.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Stokes is checked in for Stoudemire. Dang comes in for Winslow. And it's Dragic in for Dwayne Wade. And the basket by Rose.
Great awareness by Mario Chalmers on that feed.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Howard against Rose. Outside Dragic. Rose against Howard. And there's the pass to Stokes. 11 feet away. Good. He hits the jump shot.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. Cole Aldrich is checked in for Chris Bosh. 1:49 left here in the opening quarter. And the wide open shot from Chalmers. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass it.
And Howard, here we go. A second chance effort, and it's good on the layup.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Rose against Howard. Rebounded by Howard.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
1:05 left to play in the first quarter. The Heat have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And so he hits the technical free throw. .105 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Aldridge. 11 feet away. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got his 3rd assist on the night. Bulls trail by 12. Outside Rose. Hickson sets the screen for Rose. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Bulls shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season.
A.J. Hickson, he's checked in for the Bulls. Gasol comes in for McDermott. So the Bulls 5 right now. Rose is out there with Chalmers. Then there's Nikola Mirotic. Then it's Pau Gasol. And it's Hickson in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's good. Bosh has got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Heat.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pistons put on a show. He finished with 45 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
And the technical free throw is good. Joakim Noah's checked in for Pau Gasol. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Noah the screen. 6 on the shot clock, and it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Boy, with 2 fouls now, he really has to be disciplined and under control for the rest of this half.
Now, here is Mirotic. He's guarded closely. Stolen by Winslow.
And thought that pass is going to get through, but no. All of a sudden, he was going the other way with the basketball.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Rose against Howard.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Pass to Winslow. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. And that's now 7 points here for Justice Winslow. Bulls trail by 16. Rose kicks to Hickson. The feed to Chalmers. To the left side wing. Here's Rose. That doesn't go either for Rose. Miami's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Howard against Rose. Now here's Howard. Defense right on him. Rebound by the Bulls. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
Yeah, and that was the difference, really. I mean, you think about it, they didn't knock them down at the same rate, and that hurt them.
There's Winslow, and the layup's good off the glass. Winslow's got 4 points this quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Give it up for your Heat Dancers.
And a brief look now at the best rebounders from the point guard position over the past month. 5th on the list, Freak.
And it may not be the first thing you think about, but if you look at a lot of the all-time great point guards, their rebounding, that nose for the basketball is a big part of their game.
Absolutely. I mean, that's no coincidence. The ability to have an impact everywhere on the floor, not just on the perimeter. I think that's what separates a lot of the great point guards from the good ones.
On defense, Miami. Left side, Rose. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Rose has got 4 this quarter.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Outside Howard. Again, Howard missing. Bulls trail by 16. Rose with the ball. Wade picks him up. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Chicago shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First free throw is good. And a new group in for the Heat. Cole Aldrich. He's checked in for Stoudemire. Jarnell Stokes comes in for Chris Bosh. Luol Deng is checked in for Winslow. And it's Dragic in for Dwayne Wade. Chicago also making some changes. Mahinmi's checked in for Hickson. Doug McDermott comes in for Mirotic, and Turner is subbed in for Derrick Rose. Here's Howard. Here's Stokes. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
The edge on the
They're making a switch here. And we finished one half of basketball. It's the Heat leading by 14. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, I'm with Eric Spoelstra, and obviously, Coach, some great work tonight.
Okay, eyes up front, guys. Our fans are really liking what we've done so far, and so am I. Let's go through some things.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Been everywhere.
Yeah, how about that first half? He's already scored more points than he averages on the season.
Yeah, he's on pace for a monster game. It's too bad he can't score like this every night.
Howard, he's in at point guard. Winslow is out there with Chris Bosh. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Stoudemire in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. And Howard, here we go. And that one is hammered home.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you've talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
The dish to Stoudemire. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got assist number 8 now on the night. Bulls trail by 18. Outside Rose. 11 feet away. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Rose has got 8. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Rose against Howard.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
The tray. It balls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Nothing but money for them to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
Assisted, Mario Chalmers.
The Heat leading by 17. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Turner. Averaging about 11 points, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
The Bulls making a switch here. Mirotic is checked in, and the basket by Wade.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Bulls trail by 19. Here's Chalmers. 5 points in the game. Doubled by Howard. Feeds it to Gasol. To the middle. Here's Rose. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. That's 12 points for Derrick Rose.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense has given him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Howard, the pass to Stoudemire. Back to Howard. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on Rose.
What a game we've seen here for Howard. He has 18 points and 9 assists. He's shown some flash with his passing and some grit with his board work.
Yeah, not a combination that too many players in our league possess.
J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Chicago. Rose dishes to Gasol. Passes to Chalmers. Out to the right wing. Now, here is Mirotic. He's covered closely. 5 on the clock. They get the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.